Hey YouTube family, Stacy Shining Light here. It has been forever since I have come before you guys with a video, and I said today's the day. I'm not going to be before you long, but I just had to say hello. I wanted to pop out and at least let you guys know a little bit of what I've been up to. I've been going way too long, but I am doing well. It has been so many transitions and changes. I sold the house, I bought a house. I am still in adjusting phase. I am still adjusting to my new normal. God has been faithful through it all. I am forever in a spirit of gratitude, even when the road got bumpy and the challenges were before me. I tried my best to keep my eye on the prize, keep clean hands, and know that God would see me through it all. And He has been faithful. He truly has. He has been faithful, and I am forever grateful for His grace and for His mercy. Navigating divorce and all the things that come along with that is just so much. There's so many levels to all the nuances that go along with a divorce. Obviously, it's a death. It's a death of everything that you once knew to be your life, right? It's a death, and it's out with the old and in with all things new, hopefully, right? Everyone's situation is different, but I'll speak from myself. It has been a very eye-opening, life-changing journey. I myself happen to have been married to a covert narcissist. And if you know anything about narcissistic abuse and narcissistic personality disorder, what they thrive on is making their victims question their truth and everything they know to be true. But the devil is a liar, okay? You have to stand firm. Your nose, allow your nose to be your nose and your yes to be your yes. And if you are a person that chooses to walk with God and allow Him to see you through, a lot of that is not responding and not falling into the traps that the enemy tries to set for you. I made a decision at the beginning of my process to keep clean hands, right? I said, I'm not going to try to vindicate myself. I'm not going to try to, smear that person's name and let everyone know what was happening. I said, I'm going to trust God, and I'm just going to let it play out, right? And sometimes that's not easy, because during that process, you may be being provoked, gaslit even further. They want you to come out of character so that they can get you into a situation that's worse than what it was when it started. So the level of self-control that you have to exhibit is next level. It really is. It's next level. And the only way that you can do that is with prayer. Serious prayer, fasting, and being led by God. You're needing to always stay 2 steps ahead of the devil, because their objective is to dig pit after pit after pit so that you will stumble and fall. But the devil is a liar. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, every pit that the enemy digs for you, they will stumble and fall into the pit themselves. A lot of times, if you let it play out, keep your hands clean, stay in prayer, they will trip themselves up and they will stumble and fall into the pit that they have dug for you every time. But you just have to be patient. You have to trust God, and you have to know that God is not going to leave you nor forsake you. Stay on your square. Stay prayed up. Anoint yourself daily. Fast. Anoint your home. And you have to stay vigilant because the enemy is not playing. The plots, plan, and schemes be plot, planning, and scheming. But God is always going to see you through and keep you 2 steps ahead of the enemy as long as you stay in his presence. Stay in his presence. Stay prayerful, stay vigilant, and he will keep you 3 steps ahead of the devil. And when the plots, plans, and schemes backfires, you will see certain things play out and you will know that God is truly leading you. I would say journal, pray, fast, and trust God no matter what. For me, myself, I was given a very particular dream when this whole thing started to unravel in my marriage. There were red flags and there were things that I knew, but I didn't know, right? You kind of know, but you don't know. So God gave me a very, very particular dream. And for me, that was the beginning of the end because many things that he showed me in the dream played out in real life and in real time. And there was something very specific that he showed me that I confronted my ex-husband about, and he denied it. And literally within 2 weeks, what I confronted him about 2 weeks to the day manifested in real time. And I certainly didn't see it coming. Obviously, he knew he was lying, but the way God allowed it to unfold, there was no denying God's hand was in the situation. And I will be sharing my testimony. It is riveting. It is edge of your seat epic. And I'm telling you, when his mask slipped, when my ex-husband's mask slipped, what lied beneath the mask was bone chilling. It gives new meaning to sleeping with the enemy. But I am so glad that I was obedient. I'm glad that I was obedient, and I'm glad that I allowed God to show me the way. I'm glad and grateful that I was able to get through this process, keeping clean hands, not being calculating and nasty and hateful and evil like my opponent was. See, you don't have to get down in the mud when you are allowing God to lead you. So it does work out when the word, Romans 8:28, I believe, it says all things work together for those who love God and who are called according to his purpose. That is real. And also, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. That word, I'm telling you, the word is so powerful. It's all there in the word, guys. Get in that word. Get in that word. But I'm going to end the video here. Just wanted to pop in, like I said, and say hello and let you guys know what's been going on with me. I hope everyone has a fabulous weekend, and I will be back much sooner than later with another video. I love you guys, and don't you ever be afraid to let your light shine. Until the next time, peace.